everyone. Welcome to section 10.4, which deals with linear equations in one variable. So now we're going to start using what do we do when we have the variable on both sides of the equation? So the steps are to simplify both sides as much as possible, and then to use inverse operations to solve for x on one side. What are inverse operations, you ask? Okay. So if you add, the inverse of adding is subtracting. If you're multiplying, the inverse of multiplication is division, and so on. Okay? So let's say, for example, you have here 4a plus 5 is equal to 2a minus 7. So our goal is to get all the variables on one side, the left side of the equation, and all the numbers on the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 2a from both sides. That's going to cancel this out. And you're going to get 4a minus 2a, so that becomes 2a plus 5 is equal to negative 7. So then solving, I'm going to go ahead and subtract 7 from both sides. That will cancel this out. And I get 2a is equal to negative 12. Okay, and then finally, to get a by itself, I need to divide both sides by 2. So that's the short way to do it. Then a is equal to negative 6. All right. So let's do some even more fun examples. Where would we be without super fun examples? Okay, so here's the first three. So we have 2 times the quantity x minus 4 plus 5. So first thing we're going to go ahead and do distribution property. So that becomes 2x minus 8 plus 5 is equal to negative 11. Then we're going to combine like terms, and you're going to get 2x, negative 8 plus 5 is negative 3 today, or minus 3, and that's going to equal negative 11. And then finally, we're going to add, not finally, but we're going to add 3 to both sides too. The goal is to get x by itself. We're trying to isolate x, okay? So negative 11 plus 3 will give us negative 8, sorry, I was going to say positive, but remember, this is the larger. So then divide by 2, and we get x is equal to negative 4. Okay, so let's continue. So the first thing, we distribute the 5. So we get 10x minus 20 plus 3 is equal to 4x minus 5. Okay, combining like terms. So these together. So 10x minus 17 is equal to 4x minus 5. Okay, so we're going to move the variables over using the properties of, of equality, and then we're going to move the numbers to the other side by using that property. So let's subtract 4x from both sides. We get 6x minus 17 is equal to negative 5, and then we're trying to isolate x, so let's go ahead and add 17 to both sides. And then we get 6x is equal to, and this is going to be 12. Divide by 6, x is equal to 2. Okay, and then for this next one here, we have, I'm going to write it over here actually. So x over 2 plus x over 6 is equal to 8. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can do like terms, which is fine, common denominator. So let's start that way. So first I'm going to multiply, the common denominator of these two is 6. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by 3, so I get 3x over 6 plus x over 6 is equal to 8. So when I combine these, so since the denominator stays the same, my solution will be 4x over 6 is equal to 8. Okay, and now I can multiply both sides by the reciprocal and what have you, but I could reduce this first, right? This becomes 2x over 3 is equal to 8. So if I multiply by 2/3, by 3/2, both sides, right? This will cancel. I get x is equal to 8 divided by 2 is 4 today. 4 times 3 is 12, and that's our solution. Okay? So now here, what we need to do, because it's being added, we need to subtract 1/2 from both sides. We get 2x is equal to 3/4 minus 1/2. Well, 1/2 is equal to 2/4, right? That's equivalent. So 3 minus 2 would just be 1/4. And then to get rid of this, we're dividing by 2. But since this is a fraction form, I'm going to rewrite it as multiplying both sides by 1/2. It's just easier to see. Okay, so dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by 1/2 anyway. So x is equal to, and then 1 times 1 is 1, and 4 times 2 is 8. All right. Some more super fun examples. Okay, what if you have an x in the denominator? Look at that. So we have here, first thing we're going to do is we're going to subtract 2 from both sides. So we get here, I'm going to write the work up here. So 3 over x is equal to, we have 1/2 minus 2 over 1. So we need to make this into common denominator. So times 2 times 2, and we get 3 over x is equal to 1/2 minus 4/2. Okay, so then we get 3 over x is equal to 1 minus 4 is negative 3 over 2. And then, if you remember, we have, it's a proportion, right? So we can do means extremes, cross multiply. So that's negative 3x is equal to 6. Divide both sides by negative 3, and you get x is equal to negative 2. Okay? All right, and then the second one, we get 1/2 x. We're going to first add 3.78 to both sides. Okay, and then I'll bring this down here. So 2 is going to be 1/2 x. This will cancel, of course, is equal to, and then 2.52 plus 3.78 is going to be 0, and then that's going to be carried. So this is, if we do this here, so I'll show you 0, and then that's the 1, and then that's going to be 6 plus 7, which is 13, and then altogether this will be 6. So this becomes 6.30, and then we have 1/2. So let's go ahead and multiply both sides by 2. Okay, that will cancel this. So you get x is equal to, and then this is going to be 1260, or 12.6. Okay. All right. So now here we're going to we're going to add 3a to both sides to get rid of it on the left-hand side. Okay, so that will give us 2a minus 0.42 is equal to 0.98. And so what do I do next? I need to add both sides by 0.42. Okay, and that will give me 2a is equal to, and then you get 0, carry the 1 and 1.40, and then divide by 2. And that finally, will be a is equal to 0.7. Okay. All right, and that is it for this section. Your super fun homework is 1 through 61 odd. Enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.